great results, and they're going to be sharing their journey with us this evening. And up first, we have got the lovely Carl.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thanks for having me.
Very welcome, thank you for joining.
I love being on these calls. Hi guys, I hope you're all okay. As I said,
week as well. Well done this week on all your great videos.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I got challenged to go live every single day by the young lady speaking to us right now, and I've been. I baked cookies last night for the first time ever. Yeah, and then did it live on Facebook as well, which was quite nerve-wracking. But it's something that, you know, confidence builds once you find this company, once you find the products. It is so unbelievable, really, what happens to you. And if I'm honest, when I found the company and I found the product 6 months ago, I didn't believe what I was being told. I was like, okay, so what's all this? You know, healthy stuff. I wasn't a healthy guy in the first place, but you know, I take some capsules, I drink some shakes, and suddenly and have some energy drinks, and suddenly I feel awesome and look awesome. And lo and behold, it was true, right? So I tried out the products, was skeptical, but they worked. They got me better skin. They've actually helped me in my journey. I wouldn't say they did it because they obviously didn't do it themselves. I was part of it. They've helped me in my journey in quitting smoking, reducing the amount of alcohol that I intake, eating more healthily, and the community and the products combined have just helped me so much in my life, and some skin issues that I've had as well that have cleared up. And the funny thing is, what I found was when I tried the products, I introduced the products to other people, and they then also had the same effect. My wife, for example, seborrheic dermatitis, and she used to get flare-ups like every single week. And it's not nice, you know, you can't use certain creams, you've got to worry about certain foods that you're eating, certain washing up liquid for the clothes and for the dishes, you know. And for her to not have a flare-up in over 6 months is absolutely incredible. And that's the kind of things that happened when we found this product. And it wasn't just me, it was my, as I say, it was my wife, it was my mum, my family, my friends. And that brings me on to talk about one of the biggest things I love about Juice Plus, which is the business side of things, which I found around the same time I understood it. I realized that spending £50 to operate in 25 different countries was a no-brainer. And especially when I loved the products, it was really easy just to share my story. And it's just grown from there. It's been an incredible journey. And that's what you find. You find a community of friends, you find a journey that you go on yourself and you share it with others. And then they go on a similar journey. And it just feels so good helping people. You feel so good yourself. I mean, as you can imagine, someone who used to drink heavily, smoke heavily, not eat any veg. I mean, none. I would take the tomatoes and lettuce off burgers. Like I wouldn't touch the stuff. Quite unlike the children. James was just talking about in his presentation, I was that guy, but I was a middle-aged guy who wouldn't eat Brussels sprouts, you know. This Christmas I plan to eat Brussels sprouts for the first time, so go me. But in reality, it's all thanks to finding this company, finding the products, and finding the community of people that I meet on these calls. So thank you again for having me. I'm happy to share my story anytime, because I truly believe in these products. I truly believe in the company, and I truly believe that anyone listening tonight, it's going to help you, whether it's in health or in wealth. I'll hand it back over to you, Sarah. Thanks so much for listening, everyone.
Thank you, Carl. We really appreciate you joining us, and a huge well done on your product and obviously on your amazing results within the business too. Excited for the new year?
I am indeed. Promotion. I'm telling you right now.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Carl. Up next, we have got Marta.
Hi. me and unmuting just doesn't work. Every time I do this, I can't find the button.
How are you? Hope you're well.
I'm great. A little nervous.
Don't be nervous. You're amazing. If you just try and tell us all about your journey so far.
My name is Marta. I'm 39 years old. I'm originally from Poland. I have been living in UK for 16 years. I am a busy mum. I have 4 children. They're all boys. 3 of them are teenagers. So I'm I'm really busy most of the time. And actually, as of January, I'm going to be just a full-time mum because I'm being made redundant just after Christmas. And this is actually how it all started, to be honest, because in March, when I was still working part-time in a cinema, we went into lockdown. Obviously, I went on a furlough, and a few months into it, it was kind of becoming clear that the future isn't so bright, and we might not be able to open. I might lose my job, so I was looking for plan B. I was looking for working from home, not knowing how long this lockdown is going to last and everything else. So when I came across this opportunity, it was actually the products what blown me away, the results of other people. And because I actually suffered with health problems myself, I seen chance for myself to help my health problems. Now I on top of gaining weight in lockdown, which I wasn't comfortable with, I actually had some diagnosis in 2018 for arthritis and for celiac disease and for autoimmune liver disease. They all came together, all three of those. And with those, I suffered with water retention, especially in my legs, bloating, skin problems. But most of all, I was constantly tired. No matter how long I slept, how many hours, I was always tired in the morning, in the evening, all day long. I really couldn't be bothered to do anything. So I joined as a partner for the business, and I joined on a product on the last day of July. And I started with the capsules, with the premiums, and I had shakes. So my results were insane. First few days, I already felt so much better, and it started with energy. It was like my days started to get longer, my nights started to get shorter. I didn't need an alarm anymore. I had energy and motivation all day long. It felt absolutely amazing. And then 4 weeks on, I've lost my stone, which I needed to lose. And I was so happy. I felt absolutely amazing. I felt great about myself. I started loving myself again. And I had energy to, carry on. So with me having such a great result, it actually came super easy to, share this opportunity with other people. And I had 100%, and I have 100% believe in product. And another thing is as well, this is completely mind-blowing, that in January this year, I was told by my consultant for the liver that I'm going to need a medication to suppress my immune system, so my liver is not going to be getting damaged anymore. But it was about 5-6 weeks, because it was mid-October when I actually had my bloods done, and it turns out that my liver is absolutely fine. My results were perfect, my liver's fine, and I got a green light for no medication. So I'm super grateful for this opportunity. I really am. For me, this hasn't just changed my life, but it actually saved my life, And as I said before, because I joined as a partner as well at the same time, I was sharing this business, and I got my first two promotions in first 4 weeks. And the bonus came in September. And as you know, with 4 children and uniforms, September can be really tough. So this was the first year since I remember that I actually had some money left over because of the bonus I received from Juice Plus. So I was really happy with that. I met amazing people. I work with fantastic team. Everybody's so welcome, and it's fantastic. It makes you grow. It makes you want to do more. And when you have this energy, you just fly with it. So yeah, thanks ever so much for having me, and happy to share.
Marta, that was absolutely amazing. Really, really, really well. Thank you so much for sharing that, and so many amazing benefits, not only with the products, incredible results, but then in the business side of things as well. It's like you said, being a mum is expensive all the time, but specifically at the time of the year. So congratulations, 2 promotions in 4 weeks. Firstly, have that huge lump sum to help you get through that time. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Up next, we've got Howard.
Howard's here. Good to see you. Good to see you, and big warm welcome to everybody, and especially those who are looking at the business, for the first time or who are yet to be involved. My story comes essentially in two parts. I first came across the product way back when it was actually introduced in September '93 in the United States, and then came over here about 6 months later. I was in the corporate world back then, and I had a major job change in May 1994, and I chose to walk away from the Juice Plus opportunity at that point. Now, fast forward 20 years, I'd left the corporate world. I'd already was starting to develop a fairly strong resistance to authority and being told what to do. So I decided to work for myself, and I started my own company. I was importing wine from various parts of the world, and it had been going quite well, but the financial crisis left a mark about 18 months, 2 years after that. And I was in need of a plan B. Well, an old friend of mine got in touch with me at the end of 2013, and he reminded me of the Juice Plus opportunity. Now, I didn't need convincing again about the products. I figured, that they hadn't changed, or if anything, they'd been improved. But what I found was, not surprisingly, over 20 years, some more products had been introduced. And his timing was very opportune because, like I say, my business was I needed that plan B, but also I committed to a major cycling event, nothing competitive, but I was doing quite a lot of cycling at the time. I committed to an alpine cycling event the following July, and I knew the quality of the nutrition within Juice Plus would underpin the training that I was going to have to do. So I then took a much closer look at the business, did some really serious due diligence. And as we've already heard, the science really blew me away. That was really compelling. And I'd urge anybody who's not checked it out thoroughly to do so, because that really is such an important aspect of what we have, that underlying scientific evidence base, which really, really underlines the efficacy of what we have. I then, after that, I then decided to take a closer look at where this product range was in terms of the marketplace. And as everyone knows here as well as I do, that you cannot switch on the TV, open a newspaper, pick up a magazine without being told this is good for you, this is bad for you, you must eat this, but you shouldn't eat that. It's all really, really confusing. But what I did know, and what we all know, is that fruit and vegetables are never, ever going to go out of fashion. And what we have is the perfect thing to fill in the gaps between what we should be eating and what most of us, with the pressures of modern life, are able to do each and every day consistently. So it was with that I decided to get involved, and that was in around Easter 2014, so 6.5 years or so ago. And as we've already heard from other people, there's the most amazing support network within this company. We're all looking to help each other develop, grow, and succeed. And that flies in the face completely of the corporate world, where you're always fighting and ultra competitive to actually sort of get anywhere. Or, as I was when I had my own business, I was very much on my own. And yes, there was support, but it was nothing compared to what I have here. And that is incredibly reassuring. The risk, there really is no risk. £50 to get involved, to have your own website, and to have a license to trade and share something that the whole world needs, but very, very few people have. We are simply tasked with being the messenger, providing people with the opportunity of adding these amazing products to their lives. And as we all know, it's not just health that this pandemic has brought us in terms of uncertainty. People's jobs, people's livelihoods, job security, what is that? That doesn't happen anymore. We have an opportunity for virtually no risk. The upside is absolutely vast. And therefore, I'd urge anybody looking at this, maybe you're not sure, just roll your sleeves up, get stuck in, and there is a huge support network to help you figure it out as you go along. Thanks, guys. I look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you, Howard. Absolutely love it. And thank you so much for coming on this evening.
My pleasure.
And up next, we've got Kelly.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Hi guys. So I'm Kelly and I'm from Ireland. So I joined the company 4 months ago. I work full-time in childcare. So I'm working in childcare Monday to Friday, 10 hours per day. it's so rewarding. It's great. I'm in the only wellness crash in Ireland, and it's amazing, but it's like there's only so far you can go in childcare, you know, that kind of way. And I feel like I have such big goals, I have such a passion, and I want more, you know, that kind of way. So when this opportunity came along, I thought, like, why not, you know, take this opportunity. So obviously I'll start first with the products. So with the products, they benefited me so much. I was suffering really bad with IBS. Now, I never expected much. I didn't expect these fruit and veg capsules to help me at all. But they have literally completely changed my life. They've given me my confidence back. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. I'm not as bloated anymore. I'm feeling amazing. My energy levels are so sustained throughout the whole day. So I'm not coming home from work and feeling super tired. I'm coming home from work, I'm going to the gym, I'm able to get everything done. You know, I just feel so motivated, and it's amazing. My moods are 100% better, but of course they are, because I have amazing goals and amazing people around me. So my moods are going to be better naturally, you know. So then I'm going to go into the business side of things. So I never thought that I could do this, that I could build a team, that people would look at me and listen to me, you know, but they did. So I took a chance and I did it. And they saw me grow as a person. And so then they joined my team and they grew as, you know, with me as well, which was absolutely amazing. And that was so good for my self-confidence and my self-development and my mindset. And it has given me such a purpose. And I'm just so passionate about this business. Yeah, so I've so much better goals, and I feel like I have a better lifestyle now, you know. Yeah, so that's kind of my story anyway.
Perfect. Thank you, Kelly. And it's not unusual to hear that people have had such a significant improvement in the IBS symptoms as well. Yeah, obviously we're not allowed to make any medical claims, but I've heard it so often, and the symptoms can be so severe. That's life-changing, isn't it?
Amazing. I used to be in so much pain, and it's mad because the girls I work with in work would have seen me, like, and I would have had to go home, and like I was in so much pain. Like, it's literally like has really made a difference in my life. Like, I'll stand by that. Yeah.
Oh, Kelly, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your journey with us tonight. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Up next we've got Sinead.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
How's things? Thanks so much for having me.
Glam.
Oh, it's my sister's 50th birthday, so I'm just upstairs where the party's on downstairs.
Right there. Well done.
I don't dress like this normally on a Thursday.
Well, you
thank you. Thanks so much for having me. So I'm in the business since January. So I'm coming up to my year anniversary. And all I can say is this business has completely changed my life in every aspect, in every way possible. I started the business and the products at the same time, and I wasn't really starting the business. It was more the products that I wanted. And it was really for immune system that I really wanted it for myself and my children and my husband. So we had a really difficult year last year. Between myself and my kids, we were just very, very sick all the time. I ended up having meningitis, and I became really, really ill with it. And, you know, after coming out, I'm not sure if many people know, but after meningitis, it can be a long recovery. It's really tiring. It's really affects everything, your memory, your body, everything. It's just really tough. And, you know, my two children were very sick along with that. And I had to be a sick mammy looking after sick children. So that was around the October 2019. And my son suffered with really bad upper respiratory issues, and he was only 1 year old. So, you know, we were in and out of A&E, hospital stays, everything else. He was pumped full of drugs, steroids, everything, nebulizers, you name it. And also my daughter, who is now 4, she suffered with chronic constipation. When I say chronic, I mean it could be 2 weeks before she went to the toilet. And we had her on so many different drugs and different medications, and nothing worked. So she actually started to get rectal prolapses. And our next step was actually a bowel operation. So there was just major, major things. And I just came to a point in my life and I was like, I have to just give this a go. And my friend was on the products and she just kept pushing me. And, you know, when you have that tunnel vision, and I look back now and I can kind of say that I was quite narrow-minded in my way. And come January, I just said enough is enough. I can't get any better. I was mentally and physically in a dark place. And, You know, there was kind of no lower I could go. So I joined the business and the products at the same time. I was like, sure, why not? If I'm going to do it, I might as well go the whole hog. And I can't even begin to describe the change in my life and my health and everything that's happened. Like, our immune systems have been rock solid since we started a few weeks in. My children are no longer sick. All my son's respiratory issues disappeared. My daughter, after about 2 months on the products, I stopped all her medication, and now she goes to the toilet every single day. My memory has gotten better with the omegas, without a doubt. And as I said, my energy increased, everything just got better. And it was just this really good cycle of health and, you know, mental health as well, because I just think physical and mental health go hand in hand anyway. So it's just been absolutely incredible. And I suppose when you're on the products and the business, they all come hand in hand together anyway. So the more I was doing well on the products, you know, like, I think in this business, you need 100% belief in the products. And my belief is so strong, and I just want to shout it out at the rooftops to everyone about the product and tell them. So like, I did really, really well in the business. I hit SSE within 6 months, and I'm building my way up to QNMD now, and it's been absolutely amazing. I'm a stay-at-home mammy. So for me, you know, I hadn't worked in 4 years. This means so much for us as a family. Just, you know, we can do things that we couldn't do on a one income, but the stress has been taken off my husband and all overtime and everything to bring in the money to keep us afloat. But for me as a woman, it's given me back my independence. And I mean, that's absolutely priceless. And everything I've gotten from the products in this business has just completely changed my life, my perspective on life, the community I'm involved with, the positivity, the friendships. Like, the list goes on. It's just absolutely amazing. And I'm just so very grateful that Juice Plus came into my life.
Oh, Sinead, that's actually made me feel really emotional listening to all of that. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us. And there's just so many different amazing aspects to it. Like you said, you know, obviously all of the incredible health benefits, and seeing your children poorly or suffering, and you feel so helpless, and to have found something that's natural and plant-based, and it's helped you all in so many ways.
Oh, it's been incredible, Sarah, incredible.
Honestly, absolutely amazing. We really appreciate you sharing your journey with us tonight. Thank you so much.
Oh,
and congratulations. SSC in 6 months is a pretty big deal as well.
Oh, I didn't realise it at the time, to be honest. I really didn't. And I suppose it's a matter of belief in yourself, really, isn't it, as well? And I suppose that just comes with your journey.
Yeah, most definitely. I have no doubt that we're going to literally see in January QNMD, Sinead, we're going to be cheering you on. Huge congratulations.
Thanks, Sarah. Thanks so much.
Thank you. So I am not going to speak too much this evening because we've got some incredible guest speakers coming up, but I am Sara. I'm National Marketing Director of Juice Plus, and I've been with the company for 4 years now. And pretty similar to Sinead, I was a stay-at-home mum for a really long time. I had originally been studying accountancy, and then after my son received an autism diagnosis, I had to stop work to obviously be his main carer and to just be there for all of his appointments and therapies and everything else. And I think, you know, as a mum, obviously we love being mums. It doesn't take anything away from that. We love our children, but we also want to do something for ourselves as well. And I don't think there's any harm in saying that. We do want our independence and our own money, and just to be able to have something to do other than being mum as well. So this business, obviously, you know, the health benefits have been amazing. I lost 5 stone. It's helped me overcome mental health issues as well. Again, as Sinead said, physical and mental health definitely, you know, go toe in toe together. And this business helped me overcome both of those. And the financial benefits have been amazing. Again, similar to Sinead, we went from being a 1-income family to a 2-income family. And also this year, my partner's income was totally wiped out throughout the first lockdown. And being able to totally take over and do everything from this business that I started online for 50 quid was like pretty impressive. And it does make you feel really proud. So, you know, it's not solely for mums. Obviously, I'm just saying that because I'm a mum, and, you know, Sinead obviously mentioned something similar. But I think, you know, on the mums front, is absolutely perfect, because for me it's given me the opportunity to work from home and be a full-time mum at the same time, and I will be forever grateful for that, because I genuinely think if it wasn't this, I don't think there's anything else. There's no other job or business or any other opportunity that would fit so comfortably around our family life as what Juice Plus has. So that's a little bit about me, and I'm going to quickly hand over to James.
Oh, hi, everyone. Yeah, just me again. Just to say, I've been involved for 31 years. I'll be very, very quick. And it's just been unbelievable. Within 3 years, I turned an annual income into a monthly income. And that's all offline. Everything I've done has been offline. I am more online now, but it's just unbelievable. And I think the thing that's really so amazing for me is the business just keeps reinventing itself. So I was just telling a friend of mine the other day, I said, it's just unbelievable. It's just never ending. The excitement, the growth, and the never-ending potential. And so if you're looking at it for the first time, your timing is impeccable. We're ready for you. Hand you back to Sara. Thanks.
Amazing. Thank you, James. And now we've got our amazing guest speakers of the evening. So we have got Sabrina Jackson, who is a National Marketing Director, and her husband, Paddy, who is a qualified National Marketing Director.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks so much for joining us this evening.
No problem at all. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, James. Nice to meet you too.
And you can just take it away, because I'll just natter otherwise. So you can just take it away and talk about your amazing
First, I was
business.
like, Sinead, please don't make me emotional. And then she goes into her story, and I was like, better not start crying.
Brilliant.
So, obviously, my name's Sabrina, and this is Paddy, and we're husband and wife. And we just go into our story a little bit and our background. So, I'm a stay-at-home mommy now of 2 little girls, and I went to college for 3 years, and I studied law. And I basically worked as a legal executive in a solicitor's office for the last 10 to 15 years. And when I had my little girl, so I have 2 little girls, we have a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old. And when I had my first little girl, I was very much of the view I'm going back to work, and that's what I did. And I went back a 4-day week, and my mum used to come and mind her, so it was so handy, guys. She used to come to my house, and I literally just walked to work, and I worked in the same town as we lived, so it was so handy for me. And then we had our second little girl, and mum decided to stop minding the kids, which was fine. You know, she was 71 now, so it was a bit much for her to take on the 2 kids. So I said, that's fine. I said, I'll go and find a new childminder or a creche or whatever we have to do, because I've always worked. I've never, I never had the thoughts of never going back to work, and I've always had my own money. So basically, I started to look for a childminder, and I just couldn't find the right person. I just couldn't find that person I liked. And then when we did find somebody, it was just too expensive. I literally was going to work to pay a childminder. So my mum kind of said to me, Sabrina, why don't you stay at home for a while and see how it goes? And I was like, oh God, you know, I didn't know if I'd crack up at home with kids on my own or whatever, you know, while Paddy was in work. So I said, you know what, I'll give it a shot. They're my kids, you know, they're best off with me. So we decided, I handed in my notice, and that was fine. And we done up all our accounts and our money and stuff. And we were like, you know, we'll struggle a bit, but we'll be fine. You know, we'll get through. So it won't be for that much. It won't be for that long, you know. So basically, that was fine. Time went on. Paddy was going to work. He was paying all the bills, and you know, I was out at home with kids. And you know, I suppose it came to the stage like I couldn't go out. I couldn't get my hair done. I couldn't do the simple little things that I used to be able to do. So time went on, and we ended up not having enough money for our food shop. So what we done was we had a credit card, and we decided every week we were putting our food shop on this credit card every week. And this credit card kept obviously increasing, and it got up to over 2 grand, you know. So basically I said to Paddy, we're going to have to do something, because if we don't do something now, like where are we going to be in a few months' time? So we looked at different options. I was going to start typing at home for solicitors and barristers and stuff like that, but it was literally like 20 euros here and there. So it wasn't something that was going to massively help us. So then I took on a little baby, and that didn't work out either. So, you know, it was kind of one day, I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting on my couch, and my Amber was beside me. She was only 6 months old at the time. I was literally scrolling through Facebook, and I actually was in a mommy group, and I seen a girl said that she worked at home on her phone around her kids, and I was very intrigued when I seen that. So I literally reached out to some randomer that I didn't know and asked her would she mind sharing me what she done. So She obviously shared this opportunity with me, and I got on a call with one of the girls, and she explained everything with me. So basically, Paddy came home from work that day, and I started telling him all about it, and he was of the initial view that this was a scam. So I was like, oh God, do you think so? Because I never thought like that at the time. I just literally thought, I was just selling a few bits on Facebook or whatever. So I didn't know what it was. So I was very open-minded, I suppose, at the time. And Paddy was like, go for it and see what happens. There's no harm. So the next day he went to work, I just literally joined the business. Now, I didn't have, it's €60 obviously in Ireland to join and £50 in the UK, but I didn't have that €60 to join. And again, that went onto the credit cards, and obviously that made me feel a bit anxious as well, because we were putting money on that I technically didn't really need to spend. So I put that €60 on, and then I wanted to try the products as well, because I was obviously going to be promoting them. So again, I only purchased a premium, so then that premium package went on my credit card as well. So I suppose time went on, I was taking the products, I reached my first promotion. It actually took me about a month to reach my first promotion, but I was absolutely delighted when that first, it was like €100 and something hit my bank account, because I didn't have money in so long, and I was absolutely delighted. And then I suppose Paddy started to notice the difference in me. I was starting to stay awake for films and stuff, I was that mommy that put my kids to bed, and he put on a film, and he'd be left watching it all by himself, and I'd be asleep on the couch. So he was kind of looking at me going, Sabrina, you're still awake for these films. So he noticed the difference in me. And then time went on, we just kept going, and we just kept doing what we were told to do. We made amazing friends in this business, and our uplines have helped us so much, in the business as well. And we were actually watching a call with another couple in the UK then afterwards, and Paddy was actually sitting in the sitting room watching Netflix or whatever he was doing, playing his PlayStation, and I was like, come out and look at this call, come out and look at this call. And he was like, no, I don't want to see it. And I was like, please come out. I was like, they have a Range Rover in the front garden. So he came out to watch the call then.
Yeah, so I'll just introduce myself really quickly. My name is Paddy. So I actually have a background in the motor trade. I worked for Ford. But you know what, Sabrina had called me out to the call, and I was not interested in this opportunity at all. I was more interested in Netflix and my PlayStation, and that was me happy out. But I got on this call, and the couple that were actually on it, I was blown away by them. And they actually had 2 Range Rovers, but they had been on 17 holidays that year as well. And I was like, what? And they had quit their full-time jobs. One was a carpenter, one was a teacher, and they had quit their full-time jobs, and this was now their only income. So I was like, okay, I'm interested now. So the next day I joined. So I joined the company the next day and purchased my products, and we decided to do this together. And it's worked out really well for us. But I think why it's worked out really well for us is that we committed to a certain amount of time each day, and not everybody has to do this. This was just our commitment, and we decided that when the kids went to bed at 8 o'clock, we sat down at 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock every night and just built this business in the background. And we spent 2 hours a night. Most people don't have to do that, but that was just what we wanted to do. And we flew through some promotions then, and you know what, a couple of months later, this was 19 months ago, but about 8 months later, Sabrina had actually replaced her full-time wage that she was getting from the solicitor's office. Okay, so we kept going and kept building, and eventually my income started matching my full-time wage. So here we are 19 months later, and Sabrina had hit National Marketing Director, and then last month I had hit Qualifying National Marketing Director, and not only that, I quit my full-time job as well. So the opportunity is amazing for people, and what that has done for our family, it means that I have freedom. I have freedom to spend with my kids. When your part-time income starts earning you more than your full-time income, well, then you don't need your full-time income, and you just earned yourself 9 extra hours a day. So I get to spend that time with my 2 little girls. I get to watch them grow up. I get to spend time with my beautiful wife here beside me. And
I paid him to say that.
And it really has been an amazing journey for us. And I believe we're much better people. We're constantly working on ourselves and self-development. And I don't think you get the positions in this company by accident. I think you have to grow into that person. And you know, that's been one of the best things, is just how much we've grown in confidence, grown in knowledge, everything. And most of all, we help people. We help people every day. We help people earn an extra income, you know, people who are struggling at home financially. We help people with their health, with the amazing products that we have. So, you know, it's been an absolutely amazing journey over the last 19 months for us.
And what's funny about it as well is, you know, when I first joined the business, I obviously joined the business and the products at the same time. But when I put on my order, I was of the view that I didn't really need them. And that was my view. I was like, I don't really need these products. I went to the gym and I ate healthy, like I did. But I was still always tired, you know. But some of the benefits I've got from the products is, like, I've got so much better skin. I used to have a lot of hormonal acne on my face. I've got such better skin now. My hair is so much in better condition. Like, it's grown so much. My grey hairs are appearing way too quickly. But, you know, I've toned up. I feel good. Our immune system's amazing. We're sleeping so much better. Our kids, one of them had a skin condition. Within 5 weeks of being on the jellies, her skin condition has gone. She was a Calpol and Nurofen. You know, we used to have it on tap in this house. I swear, she had virals after virals after virals, and she suffered really bad with temperatures. And she has not had even a sniffle since being on the products, which is incredible. And our little girl as well, we started her on them when she was 8 months old. We used to open up the capsules and put them in our yogurt, and she started on them. She has never been sick, which is incredible. And to me, that's absolutely amazing, you know, for our children to not be missing days out of school, to be eating more fruits and vegetables, and for us to have that, you know, to know. And guess what? They eat Brussels sprouts. we actually had Brussels sprouts for dinner this evening, and they had them, which is amazing, you know. And like, we know that Brussels sprouts aren't great, but our kids do eat them.
Is that what that smell is in here?
But you know what, like, it's not only the products, obviously the products are absolutely amazing, and that's why this business really works. And the business has given us so much, you know. It's given us financial freedom. It's given us lots of confidence, you know. No way I'd be getting on a call like this like a year ago, guys. I wouldn't have done it. But the business has grown me so much in confidence, and our positivity as well. Like, we've grown so much as people. We do lots of self-development as well. But what we do, you know, the main thing is always focus on helping others. Because when you focus on helping others, everything will come for you, you know. So yeah, I hope, is that anything else you want to say?
Well, before we go for, you know, a couple of tips that work for us, I know our mentor is on the call, and she gave us this piece of advice when we first started. And she gave us a tip, and she said, if you've never given anything 100% in your life, give it to this business, because it will change your life. She said that, and that always stuck with us. And we've always just given it 100%, and it has changed our lives completely.
Yeah, and to have a tunnel vision as well, like to have, like one of our top tips would be, have a strong vision, have a vision, and know what you want from this business, and that will help you get up out of bed every morning and go and grab that with both hands, you know, and have that tunnel vision. Don't be looking left, right, up and down, or she's here, she's there, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. This business, you're doing this for you and your family. So have a tunnel vision, and you just go and get that. Another thing is consistency. You know, you need to be consistent on a daily basis to get to where you want to be. You need to show up every day, even when you don't feel like it. You know, there's been lots of days, you know, we didn't want to show up, but we always did.
And another tip, you know, she was saying, our mentor was saying, you know, if you treat this business like a business, it will pay you like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby. So, you know, consistency, it's just the exact same as owning any other business. You know, if you need to open a shop every day, if you want to get some customers, you can't just show up on a Monday and a Friday or whenever you feel like it, because it's not going to pay you like a business.
But then again, there could be some people that just want to make that extra couple of €100 to bridge that gap between, you know, a full-time job and that is perfectly fine. But our vision is so strong that that's something just that what we do, you know. And again, just focus on helping other people, guys, and to work on yourself and do lots of self-development and grow you into, you know, the best version of yourself possible. Yeah, so
Yeah, and just to wrap up with us, I think there is some other people who probably aren't involved in the company yet. So there's three ways you can treat this opportunity. Like Sabrina said, you can just join and put on your own products and get a discount on your products. You know, and just put your own order on, maybe your mom's order, or your brother's or sisters, or whatever orders, and make a small bit of commission back on that. The other way is you can actually try and supplement your income and treat it like a part-time income. Or the third option is to just go all in, and absolutely change your life like we have, and you know, make it a full-time income, and you know, chase after those dreams.
Oh, you guys are amazing. I'm literally, my team chat, they're going, they're so lovely. What a lovely. Honestly, that was so amazing. It's so nice that you do this business together. It's so nice what you've achieved in 19 months.
yeah.
Like, oh my God, all of that success in less than 2 years. Like, imagine, you know, in a year and a half, being able to quit your full-time job and be full-time parents. It's just absolutely mind-blowing what the products and the business have done for you in such a short space of time. Hugest congratulations to you both.
Oh, thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. And just lastly, to finish up, what's your vision for the future? What you've got in store for you?
For this business wise, we just take it one step at a time. We focus on the next step, and we go for that. In the very far future, you know, we'd like to, you know, create an amazing future, not only for us but for our kids, and so they can live the same way, you know. And just that's achievable by helping as many people as we can. So that's our goal: help as many people as we can, and everything will just happen.
Well, that is incredible. You guys are incredible. We can't thank you enough for coming on and sharing your journey with us tonight. You were amazing. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Thank you. And thanks to all of our amazing speakers this evening. Thanks to James for arranging, as always. It's been an incredible call. I've really enjoyed it. I absolutely love these Thursday night calls. You know, even being in the business for such a long space of time, every time you get on, it just reignites your passion and your excitement and your enthusiasm when you hear all of these amazing people who are seeing such incredible results. So thank you to everyone. We hope you enjoyed tonight's call. And if you've got any questions, just pop whoever invited you on the call a message and they'll be more than happy to help. Bye, everyone.
Yeah,
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Bye.